أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين يرمون المحصنات الغافلات المؤمنات لعنوا في الدنيا والآخرة ولهم عذاب عظيم يوم تشهد عليهم ألسنتهم وأيديهم وأرجلهم بما كانوا يعملون يومئذ يوفيهم الله دينهم الحق ويعلمون أن الله هو الحق المبين. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was basically after those verses exonerating Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was making some statements about the consequences of people that do those actions. They'll be accursed in this dunya, and in the next life they'll have a painful punishment. On that day when they won't be able to conceal, you may be able to wrongfully slander somebody here, but everything will be in the open day. Your hands and tongues will and feet will testify. Allah says on that day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will pay them in full. يَوْمَئِذٍ يُوَفِّيهِمُ اللَّهُ دِينَهُمُ الْحَقِّ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will pay them in full for their true deen, and they will know that Allah is the manifest truth. Then Allah says, الْخَبِيثَاتُ لِلْخَبِيثِينَ وَالْخَبِيثُونَ لِلْخَبِيثَاتِ والطيبات للطيبين والطيبون للطيبات أولئك مبرؤون مما يقولون لهم مغفرة ورزق كريم. Allah says, Al-Khabith. What's Khabith? It's like impurity, filth. So Allah says, Al-Khabithat. What kind of word is that? In terms of adad. It's feminine and plural. Right? It's a sound feminine plural. Al-Khabithatu li for Al-Khabithina. So the impure females are for the impure males. وَالْخَبِيثُونَ لِلْخَبِيثَاتِ. And the impure males are for the impure females. And then Allah says on the other hand, وَالطَّيِّبَاتُ لِلطَّيِّبِينَ وَالطَّيِّبُونَ لِلطَّيِّبَاتِ. The pure females are for the pure men, and the pure men are for the pure females. Then Allah says, أُولَٰئِكَ مُبَرَّؤُونَ مِمَّا يَقُولُونَ. Those are mubarra. Bari'a yabra'u means to mubarra'a yubarra. Yeah. Bari'a yabra'u means to be free of something. Barra'a means to free something from something. Right? So mubarri'un will be one who frees or exonerates something. Frees something from something else. And mubarra is one who has been exonerated, or who has been, the innocence have been declared, their freedom from something has been declared. So Allah says, Ulaika, meaning those, the pure ones, pure males and females, they are mubarra'una, they are exonerated, or they are innocent, mimma yaqulun, from what they say. Meaning the they there is referring to two separate things. Ulaika, those are mubarra'una mimma yaqulun. The pure people are exonerated, are innocent of what they, the impure people, say. Meaning, any slander that's made against him. If the truly pure person is exonerated and will be exonerated of the slanders of those impure people. لَهُمْ مَغْفِرَةٌ وَرِزْقٌ كَرِيمٌ. They will have, or for them is forgiveness and a generous provision. Rizqun Kareem. So Kareem has connotations of honor, but also, so it has its connotations of honor, because in this context where there's a slander leveled against somebody, it's appropriate here because honor is removed, as opposed to using other word that means copious rizq. But also, Kareem means generous. Now, Allah is using Kareem as a sifa for rizq. Right? But it's not, it's Allah that will generously give them rizq. Right? It's Allah that will generously, you can understand this. It's Allah that will generously give them rizq. Or you can understand it as the rizq that they have will give them a lot. You understand it? Like, for example, if I have a loaf of bread, I'll get a lot of nourishment from it. Rather than getting, like, referring to it being filled with barakah, essentially. So it might be small, like poultry in terms of size, but it will have a lot of benefit. However, here speaking about the akhirah, right? They will have forgiveness and they will have a generous provision, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them a lot more. What Allah gives them will have a lot of enjoyment, pleasure for them in it. Yes. Yes. And that's why I said that the Kareem has that element of honor. I think the two the elements of honor and nobility, they go together in terms of the meaning of Kareem, but also it has the connotations of generosity. So, like I said, why Allah would use the word? There's many other words that mean copious. Like if Allah just wanted to say a person will have copious rizq, they'll have a lot of rizq. There's wafir, there's wasi', there's many other more normal, more common terms that would be used here. But you see, when somebody levels a slander against you, that slander may have harmed you. Like for example, if a female is slandered, maybe it deters other people from, single males from wanting to marry her, for example. And that has detrimental consequences to her dunya. Right? Excuse me?
Or like somebody seeking out your company for the benefit of being in your company. But now, with that slander, you don't want to be associated with.
Yes. So, so simply by having a slander against a person can harm them in that sense. But it's harmed their dunya, but more than that, it's also just harmed the image of them. That's what it's harmed their honor, their status as well. Yes, exactly. So it juxtaposes what a slander does to a person with what Allah will give them. So Allah will give them forgiveness and Allah will give them elevation, nobility, and also the rizq will be in abundance. But there's like some vagueness in the first part of the verse as well. What does it mean? Impure males are for impure men and impure men are for impure females. Pure females are for pure men and pure men are for pure females. But what does it mean? That's literally what it's saying. But there's a bit of vagueness in that. Like what does that mean? Does that mean a person that committed like impure acts, whatever that may be, right? That they must only seek out other impure people to be with? Is it saying that? Is it saying that if you in your life ever maybe committed zina, that you can only ever marry somebody that committed zina? Or if you have done slander, you must only seek out other slanderous people? No, of course not. Of course it's not the same. And it has like a similar meaning to what came in the I think in the second verse of the surah. How did that verse go? Just go. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الزاني لا ينكح إلا زانية أو مشركة والزانية لا ينكحها إلا زان أو مشرك. the fornicator does not marry except a female fornicatress or polytheist, and the female fornicator does not marry except a fornicator or a polytheist. Number 2 or number 3. But when we had a long discussion over there, that Allah is not saying if a person committed zina and then made tawbah, they have to marry another fornicator. No. Allah is saying that people of this ilk, like it's almost as if Allah is saying birds of a feather flock together. If you find yourself doing such actions, then know kind of what your likely outcome is. If you are a person who engages in impure acts, then the likelihood is you're going to end up with impure people. And so it's more I was talking about not having a girlfriend. Actually, I also read this one day. I don't know how on earth I can't tell you that story, but yes, so it would be like Man tashabbaha biqawmin fahuwa minhum. Those things can apply. Whoever resembles the people, they are from them. But here it's saying that, if you engage in these slanderous acts, if you engage in these impure acts, then the likelihood is that you will end up with people like that. It's not saying that if you've ever done an impure act, that you must seek out other impure people to do it. Certainly not. It's saying that's the likely outcome of these people that will flock together. And that pure people will flock together. So that vagueness mustn't be misunderstood. Yeah, like it right up. But I'm just saying the vagueness in the verse must not be misunderstood to say that it must be like that. Rather, it's mentioning a consequence of that act so that you can ensure that you're not from the khabithun or that you're not from the khabithat. Rather, that you are from the tayyibun and you are from the tayyibat. Because if I'm a male and I try to strive to be from the tayyibun, then I will be rewarded with that. And if I allow myself to becoming of the khabithin, then the likelihood is that I will end up with company that is khabith. But that's not always the case. We know the wife of Lut alayhi salam was in cahoots with the people that were doing the actions of their people. That doesn't mean Lut alayhi salam was like that. Right? Of course not. That's not saying that if my spouse does something bad, then it means I must be a bad person. It's not saying that. It's just saying the likelihood is that birds of a feather flock together. Like it is like kind of thing. Right. I think we're in there for now, shall we? To go a 10 or 15 minute break. So you get some back, inshallah. We're in there for today. We'll continue next week. People from the Nikah are here. Inshallah. Sometimes these things are very unpredictable. The Nikah was supposed to be at 11 o'clock. We thought we will be able to solve until quarter past 11. It's now 22. We're still not. So in the final, Jazakumullah khairan. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.